That was two members of our killer whale pod, showing off their size, speed, power, and problem-solving abilities. These behaviors keep the whales active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations to care about our natural world, and we're excited to share their stories with you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high-flying and powerful.
We're going to see all of that today and more. These and other behaviors provide an environment full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's experience, you'll see our killer whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors allow the whales to strengthen their social bond and problem solve as a group. This is just one of the reasons why they're known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is Orca. Their common name is the killer whale. Each of our 5 whales have their own personal names. We have our 3 females, Takara, Sakari, and Kamea, and joining us right here before you are our 2 males, Tuar and Kayukin. Kamea is the youngest whale of our pod at just 10 years old, and her mother Takara is the oldest at 32 years old. Now Takara is the matriarch, which means she is the leader. These whales trust us and take an active role in their health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we're able to teach the whales husbandry, or healthcare behaviors. Joining us on our slide outs are our trainers, Cassidy and Danny, to help demonstrate just a few of these behaviors. Now, one of the first behaviors we teach our whales is called a fluke present, and that is where they present their tail flukes to their trainer. Now, not only does the fluke present allow us to examine the whale's entire body, but it also grants us access to the easy-to-see, shallow veins on the white underside of their tail flukes. Our veterinarians are able to collect a blood sample from these veins at least once a month, and our whales are conditioned to remain calm throughout the entirety of the procedure. Now, something that you may notice throughout today's presentation is our trainers giving the whales back rubs or even tail massages. And that is because killer whales have very sensitive skin, and it's just one of the ways that we can build our relationship with them. Now, collecting blood is just one of the important diagnostic tools to ensure our animal's health. Another important tool is how much each animal weighs. We weigh our whales once a week on a killer whale size scale located in our back adjacent habitat. As Kayukin is demonstrating now on the slide out, we ask our whales to slide up into that scale. Now, something that you may notice with Kayukin resting in this position is that a large portion of his body, from his dorsal fin all the way down to his tail flukes, still remain within the water. Now, that region is known as the peduncle, and it possesses several powerful muscles and can weigh over several hundred pounds. Now, with it resting in that position, we wouldn't be able to get an accurate weight. To solve that problem, we ask the whales to lift that tail up and out of the water. And that's how we know that as of this week, Kayukin is weighing in at 9,800 pounds. It is important to weigh all of our animals to ensure that our younger whales, like Kamea, are growing appropriately, and that our older whales, like Kayukin, are maintaining a healthy weight. All of our husbandry behaviors help us to ensure that our whales are healthy and thriving.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Observational learning and mimicry play a critical role within the life of a killer whale. From the moment they are born, they are learning necessary life skills from their mom and other members of the pod by watching and playing Follow the Leader. Now here at SeaWorld, our killer whales can even play Follow the Leader with us by mimicking our movements. We're going to head over to this side with Tuar and our brand new volunteer to demonstrate a game of Follow the Leader with you today. So we're going to give Tuar that first hand signal with our left arm up in a great big wave. And check it out. Tuar was paying very close attention. Killer whales have incredible eyesight both above and below the surface of the water. We often see them spy hopping or even leaping completely out of the water to get a better look at their surroundings. That behavior is known as a sighting valve, and we're going to see if Tuar is up for demonstrating that behavior for you today. Now, as you can see, Tuar saw that second hand signal, and he is heading down to the bottom of the 40-foot deep habitat, and using that muscle, that is Tuar. Killer whales can communicate in a variety of different ways, and one of those ways is through the use of vocalizations they produce on that blowhole on the back of their heads. Let's see if Kayukin is up for demonstrating just one of those vocalizations today. He's getting the signal now. How cool is that? Now, did you know that scientists believe when a killer whale leaps out of the water and crashes onto the surface, it's a way of communicating and letting their presence be known. Sound travels 4.5 times faster in water than it does through air, so when a killer whale jumps out and crashes on the surface, that behavior is known as a breach, and the sound it creates can be heard for miles around. Check it out. It looks like our volunteer got a teensy bit wet, but don't you worry, we have a special towel to help you dry out. Let's get a round of applause for our incredible volunteers today. As you can see, killer whales can communicate by leaping out of the water and making a huge splash. SeaWorld's research and observation of the killer whales within our care has shed light on the many mysteries about these amazing animals. For example, we have learned that the gestation period for a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. Now that's information impossible to obtain out in the wild. However, some information can only be gathered through field observation. That is why SeaWorld works with partners like the Norwegian Orca survey to help further our knowledge. Killer whales are remarkable, powerful animals. And perhaps the best expression of that power is when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal could be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from ice floes. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tail fins.
In the ocean, killer whales create waves to hunt, use fluke slams to stun their prey, and can even beach themselves up and out of the water. For these whales, it's just a fun demonstration. But for you, it's time to get wet! pounds of food a day. Depending on where they live and the time of year, their prey can vary. Unfortunately, things such as overfishing and pollution pose a serious threat to many populations of killer whales.
Killer whales are impressive animals, and it's pretty obvious why they're the